Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So it's Saturday night. I made these little snowflakes earlier today, and I made a pair of earrings out of them. They're very small, like 3/4 of an inch, if that big, by 3/4 of an inch. And you know, depending on the bead you use, like it looks like a snowflake here. So that's what I started with. And then here it looks sort of like a poinsettia. This one, if you use some clear beads, isn't that pretty? So just different, just use different beads and it gives you sort of a different look. This one I held sort of, square, where this one is held like sort of diamond shape. And I used one of those findings for SuperDuos, gem duos, and diamond duos. They're made to fit in between the duo beads, and look how pretty that is. So I'll show you some of these when we get to the materials list. So I wore these all day. I made a pair of earrings. Originally it was going to be a pendant. This is going to be a pendant. I wore these all day as earrings, and they're fine. They're they didn't collapse. They're fine. They're small enough that you can wear them as an earring. So I mean, grab some a few SuperDuos. You need 20 SuperDuos and just some 11/0 seed beads and an ear wire if you want to make an earring. All right, so I'm going to get a materials list going and we'll get started making this. The actual making of it is going to be less than my rambling on the intro. Let's get our materials going. So you'll need 20 SuperDuos, some 11/0 seed beads. If you want to make the earring, we're going to do both. We're going to make the earring, and then I'm going to show you this little finding right here that you can get for all kinds of duo beads. So here, 2 ear wires, or if you want to do the pendant, the finding, and I'll show you what these findings look like. So these are specifically made for SuperDuos and gem duos, and they're ending. So you see, you can take, this is for gem duo, so you could take this and you could just bead, you can get 2 of these to make a bracelet, and just bead in between. How cool is that? This is for SuperDuos right here. This is actually, I think, for a gem duo, but I'm using, it works fine for this, for this necklace. Here's like a pendant finding. And these I bought I ordered these a long time ago, and I've been waiting to use them at Red Panda Beads, and they're gem duo findings, and they have a ton of them. Also, I was looking at a few websites. Eureka Crystal Beads has them too, so if you want to check them out there. I'll check also. I'm not sure if Fusion Beads has them. I'll have to take a look. So you'll need one or the other. I'm assuming that most of you just have the ear wire, so there will be, so just watch the whole video so you see how to do both. Size, I'm using an 11 beading needle. You might need a 12. Of course, you have the ear wires. Here's your stop bead, and you'll need some 8-pound Fireline. You know the drill. Check down there for everything. Colors, sizes, amounts, places to purchase beads. No more oops. Bead tray, ring berries, mat. I like supporting my fellow folks, beaders and such. So don't forget to check down there. All right, so I will clear the decks and we'll get started. Let's get started. So thread your needle with about 30 inches of thread. That's probably a little bit too much. Put on a stop bead and leave enough of a tail to sew in. So I've picked up on my needle and dropped down to my stop bead, an 11/0, 2 SuperDuos, an 11/0, 2 SuperDuos, an 11/0, 2 SuperDuos, an 11/0, and 2 SuperDuos. I'm going to sew those into a circle by sewing up through all the beads. Actually, I'm just going to go through all the beads again to make it into a circle and tighten it up. So coming all the way around, just going through the same holes that I went through to string them. I'm going to pass the stop bead with the tail by a few, and I want you to come out an 11/0. I'll move my thumb in a second. Give that a little pull. Don't want to make it too tight because we have to go through the beads again a little bit. So this is what it's going to look like. All right, so get that done. Pick up an 11/0. So you're exiting an 11/0. I'm just going to sew through, I'm going to skip the 2 SuperDuos, and I'm going to sew through the next 11/0. See if I can pull it super tight for this. And I want to make sure my thread stays in the front of my piece. So see how I'm pulling the thread this way, holding it with my thumb. I'll put my thumb in a second. So do you see where the thread is staying in front because I want that bead to pop like under those two SuperDuos, just like that. Do that again. Pick up an 11-0, sew through the next SuperDuo. Don't be afraid to move your piece around so it's easy to sew. Make sure the bead stays in front. Move it with your thumb. Pop it right there. Pick up an 11-0, sew through the next 11-0. Make sure your thread's in the front. Like that. Pick up an 11-0, sew through this last 11-0. There we go. Just make sure your thread is in the front. Oops. Use your thumb to kind of pop it into place. Just like that. Sew through the next bottom hole of the next SuperDuo and the next one. So the next two. If you can't get them all at once, just do one at a time. It's tight, so it's, you have a lot of, you're going to have to sort of maneuver your needle a bit. So you'll be coming out of a bottom hole of a SuperDuo. So get that done and we'll continue. So now we're exiting a bottom hole here. Just go through the top hole of that same SuperDuo. We're going to pick up a SuperDuo and put one SuperDuo in between the next two. Pick up two SuperDuos. Sew through the next SuperDuo, top hole of the next SuperDuo. Pick up one, sew through the next one. Just move my tail out of the way. And do that all the way around. So two in the big space, one in between here, etc. So do that to the end and then we'll continue. Coming to the end, so I'm putting my last two on. I'm going to sew through the top of this guy and the bottom of the next one. Oops. So here, I'm exiting here. I'm going to sew through the top of this one and not drop it this time, and the bottom of this one. Okay, so get that done, we'll continue. So you're coming out of the bottom here, so I'm just going to move my thread a little bit. So I'm going to sew through the top of this one and the bottom of the next one. Now this is tight, so if you can't get it, then bend it over to get your needle through. I mean, this is what you have to do if you want it to be nice and tight so you can wear it as an earring. Sew through the bottom of the next one, like that, and through the top of the one you're coming out of. Pick up an 11-0, sew through this one, so the top of the next one. Now we're going to reverse direction and go around again. Sew through the bottom of the next two, like that. Sew through the top of this one and the bottom of the next one. If you can't get it, just bend it. Let me just get my needle in there. Okay. So the top of this one and the bottom of that one. Then I'm going to stop and let you. So just get to that point. You might have to rewind. Pick up an 11-0. So we're exiting here. Pick up an 11-0. Sew through this one. Pick up another 11-0. Sew through the bottom hole of the one you're coming out of. So here, so what I've done here is I've just put two 11-0s on this one. I'm going to continue around again and sew through this 11-0. Then I'm going to pick up four 11-0s. I'm going to sew through this one, this 11-0. Back through the bottom hole of the same one I just embellished. Through the bottom hole of the next one, excuse me, the top hole of this one, the bottom hole of the next one. See that? Like I said, move them out of the way if you can't. If it's tight, give it a pull. So through the bottom hole of the next one. It's like that. Through the top hole. Put one bead on between and through the top hole of the next SuperDuo. Now we're going to reverse direction again. Sew through the bottom hole of the 2 SuperDuos that we just embellished. When I get to this guy, sew through the top of this one and the bottom of the next one. If you can get them together, do. If not, just do one at a time. Bend it out of the way. Go through that one and this one. Okay, so I'm just going to let you get to this point because I don't want you to get mad at me. So get that done and then we'll continue. So I hope I'm not going too fast, but you can rewind. So here, now we're going to embellish this one. So you see what we're doing? We're embellishing the single by putting beads all the way around it and then one in between these two. So you're just moving your thread around to get to those points. So pick up one, 11-0, exiting here, sew through this one, pick another one, sew through this one, sew back up through this one. Pick up 4, sew through this one, the bottom of the same SuperDuo we just embellished, and then we're going to move over to these. So I'm just going to sew through the top of this one and through the bottom of the next one. If you can't get it, bend it out of the way. And then sew through each one. We just want to get to the top so we can sew through this one, sew through the bottom of this one. Just want to get through the top so we can put a little seed bead right there. Sew through this one. Sew through this one. Okay, we have that embellished. Going back through the same 2 again. So you get it, right? Just very easy. We're just going back and forth. Now we're just going to work our way to this one, embellish, go through these, put the one here. Okay, so then, well, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to continue with you because I want to put the little pendant, the little duo finding right here. So here, let's just continue together so we can do that. All right, so here, come. Sew through this one. And this one. 11-0. Sew through this one. Pick up an 11-0. Sew through this one. Okay, so just doing the same thing we did before. So back up through the 11-0, and here, let me just, I bent my needle. Sometimes these pony needles are very, very, they're very flexible, which I like that about them because they don't break. But sometimes they bend they bend easily. Okay, so exiting the 11-0, picking up my 4 11-0s, going back through that 11-0, and through the bottom of that SuperDuo. Sewing through this one, and so the top of this one, the bottom of the next one, through this one, in a reverse direction through this one, and then I'm going to pick up my little finding, and let's see, this part right there goes here. See that? So I have to go through this guy. Oops. It's so hard to see this one. And then I'm going to just sew through the other side of the SuperDuo. And look at that, it puts like this cool little finding on. That's great, so easy. Okay, so through the bottom 2 again. So instead of putting 1 there, you're just putting your connection there. You know, the finding. Those 2, and then we're just going to embellish this last one. Let's just do it together. So through this guy, and the one on the diagonal if you can get it. Bend that needle to get it through. Pick up an 11-0. Sew through this guy. Pick up an 11-0. Sew through the bottom. Sew through this one. Pick up 4 11-0s. Sew through this one. Back through this one. And then all you're going to do, we're done. All you're going to do at this point is you're going to reinforce. So you want to see if you can get through some of the beads. So if you can't get through this, like I'm having trouble getting through here, I'm just going to go back through these. And these two. And back through these two. I know that I have to do this because I made another one of these earlier and I couldn't get through. And then all I'm going to do at this point is, because I can't get through the other way, I'm just going to put a little half hitch knot right here. And I'm going to sew through this one. For some reason I didn't have trouble getting through this one where I had trouble getting through the other one. So I had to bend, move the beads out of the way, but I got through this one. So if you're having trouble getting through them, just put a knot in and go in the opposite direction, because then it makes it, see, now it's strong enough that you can wear it as a pendant or an earring. Okay, so there you go. You have your pendant. All right, I hope that was good. So get that done, and then if come back and we'll do the put an ear wire on another one. So let's put an ear wire on the red one. So I'm going to just pick up an 11/0. So actually I've come around, one of the single SuperDuos where I put the 6 beads. I've come around again and sewn up through 3 of them. Pick up an 11/0. Your ear wire, I'm using a lever back. Pick up another 11/0. And just come down through the 3 on the other side. Like that. Back through. Through everybody again. Oops. Like that. For these guys. Back down here, so I'm just reinforcing now. And then through this one again. And again, you want to see what you can get through at this point. If you can't get through, like I said, do the same thing you did on the other one. Just put a little half hitch knot and go in the opposite direction so that you can get it nice and tight. So here's your earring. All right, so here we go. That's everything. Here's your earring. Here, look at all of these. Look at all these. I'm having so much fun. I didn't finish that one yet. Okay, so here are our little fun little snowflakes, poinsettias, flowers, whatever you want to call them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video on a Saturday night, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.